have Benjamin Button's disease.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays the Expanse from Green Man Publishing. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Jahananan.
It's me, Benjamin Buttons. It's Casualty CDG, and I also have the Buttons disease. So happy you guys could join us this week for Thursday's. I'm going to be starting, not reprising, but for the first time ever, appearing as Elroy Cormax.
And Captain Tremaine, but my friends call me Craig, and tonight I'll be playing Dr. Alyssa Lovelace.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbidian, variety video game and ttrpg Twitch streamer, and I'm going to be playing today the role of Kayleen Hara.
And that's it for everything everyone has to say. Alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so last time we streamed, well, first off, my microphone was off for the first hour. Sorry about that. But it is on
and
now.
Somehow we still pulled like 100 views on YouTube, even with
I don't know how that happened. Yeah, people
That's
were
the magic
chiming
sauce.
in.
without your mic. So maybe there's something to it. Just
Oh,
turn
no,
your
maybe-
mic off.
Maybe
You're
I'm
garbage.
unwatchable.
No.
Only for the first hour.
So I'll be
Then people
famous.
are like,
if,
well, I want to hear the man's voice. I want the mystery to be solved.
I'll be famous if I finally shut the fuck up. I gotcha.
We've been trying to tell you, bro. We've been trying to tell you for years.
Hey man, I'm too busy talking to listen. So, hey, so this is the Expanse. We're going to be using the Beyond the Ring rules. We're going to be checking stuff up. What up, Snap Weasel? Synth Weasel? It's been a long time. But yeah, so we're doing the Beyond the Ring rules for the Expanse. You can get all these books and more through greenrunnerstore.com. Use code FreshOutTheBox. Get a slight discount and help out the channel at the same time. I believe currently we are the number one affiliate earners. So, or at least we were
my goodness.
we were for a while. I don't know if we still are, but you know, thanks everyone for buying stuff. Real cool. They just dropped some Fantasy Age spell cards for second edition, so you check those out. The discount works on both digital and physical, so that's awesome. And now that business is out of the way, we are opening up in your sector of space, which I have yet to name. I also haven't named your planet, but that's okay. I'm calling it the Earth planet.
I thought you named it Aurora. Is
No,
it the
I
name of the
named
city?
your colony Aurora. Yes. So,
Okay, all right.
on the planet P3, we shall designate it currently, because it's the third planet. That's what I should do. There you go. Until it gets a proper name, P3, we'll just name them with P's.
What about something like Trident? Because it's the 3 tips. It's the third planet. You know what? I'll just shut the fuck
Trident's
up.
a good name. It's a good name. I was thinking about it.
I wouldn't suggest anything until I know what mineral, like what's the big thing what's the big resource that we have here?
It is Earth-based. It is, I have decided that your rare resource, I have it right now currently as unique minerals that turn up in the soil. Because I did do a lot of work on, like, the deeper stuff for the planet, the secrets and all that stuff, and why things are the way they are, just so I knew how to explain things to you guys. But yeah, so, long story short, you guys all live and work for a colony on P3 in this sector called Aurora. The colony was founded by a one Mr. Raiden. He is a rich sort of, I don't want to say Bezos type guy. I don't think he's that big of a monster, but he is like a really rich more of a like old timey, like back in the day, how like rich people would always like send out expeditions and stuff to like go to darkest Africa and bring back artifacts that probably belonged to someone else, that kind of stuff. So he's more of like a safari rich guy, because he is here too in person. He does live in Aurora, where he kind of runs the town. People just call him Raiden. The town is called Aurora. Miss Lovelace, Dr. Lovelace.
Doctor, yeah, come on.
You head up research at the Barb, which is the Builder Artifact Research Base. The town of Aurora is built near the shore of an ocean, a very large ocean. For those of you who did not see our other game, our building game, the planet is 70% water. A lot of that is contiguous ocean, so there's no solid landmass ringing the planet or anything. Like the water all touches each other. You guys are on the coast, near some sort of hillier areas, all the way up into a mountain, like kind of far away from the colony, but close enough to where it is still convenient to commute to the Barb that is in the mountain. The Barb was placed there because that is where the first builder artifacts on this planet were found, and you were in charge of that research base. And yeah, it is a large alien structure, the purpose of which isn't fully understood. But you guys have been able to make some headway already in understanding its uses. For whatever reason, the technology here allows you to transmit radio signals through Earth, through the ground, which is very strange, but it allows you guys to have a bit of local connectivity here. So that your communications work, because otherwise they would not, because your planet has what is known as an extreme atmosphere. Super magnetic poles cause all kinds of crazy light shows in the sky, thus the name Aurora. And on top of that, it messes with communication. It's actually really hard to land on this planet. It's very difficult to get shipments and all kinds of stuff. People don't want to come here because of the atmospheric disturbances. It is dangerous to make planetfall. But yeah, that is your situation. Kayleen Hara. I forget what is it you do? You're you're the athlete that does guided tours and that kind of stuff, right? Or
I help with like colonial fitness. I train people like scavengers and how to do certain climbing and certain diving if they need to know how to do that.
You're an expedition
I'm the
coach.
general fitness instructor. Yeah, I'm a fitness coach. Yeah,
that makes sense. They do need that a lot because they do send out teams of divers into the water. They send out people into the mountains and stuff. So yeah, it makes sense that you would be here for that. I was just trying to remember exactly what your job is.
That's my official reason for being here.
Yes, of course. I'm putting y'all's jobs down just so I don't forget. I almost said just so I don't remember. But yes, your colony is bigger than small. It's not quite a massive city, but it is bigger than a village. You guys have like 1,000 people maybe that live here in Aurora, maybe a little more. And people do show up. You're not the only people on this planet. There are some, Raiden does not own this planet, but you do have like squatters' rights or whatever. You have the right to be here, legally speaking. And There are some other factions here. The main one that I will mention right off the back, there are definitely some of those people that are like just small groups of like 10 guys that may or may not be bandits here and there. But there's also the, what are they called? The MCR. The Martians do have their own colony here. It is not like next door or anything, but it is on the planet. And since people have spaceships, you can get to each other pretty quickly if you really wanted to. But flying in the atmosphere is also difficult. So, yeah, that's kind of the beginning situation here. But
are we an independent colony, or are we under anyone's jurisdiction?
You are not really under anyone's jurisdiction. No,
Okay.
Raiden owns the colony, and he is in charge of it. You don't technically follow the laws of Earth or Mars or anything, but the laws are pretty similar. You know, don't go murdering people or anything. But yeah,
So it's private security, though.
there is private security.
Okay.
There's a mercenary company that works for Raiden. Those are the people that you'll be seeing that are in charge. That was another thing I didn't come up with a good name for yet. I was thinking like Raven Core or something. I don't know, but I don't know.
There's Star Helix. There's some in the book.
Star Helix is good. Yeah, I guess we could go with the classic Star Helix. I don't mind that. Yeah, we'll go Star Helix. That way, because I don't want to lose too much of the Expanse flavor here. Star
I believe
Helix.
the Soul book also covers additional factions from Earth, and I believe that covers security forces.
Ooh, I need to get that. I'll reach
forget
out.
to use our code for that Soul book.
I'll just message our guy. We have the guy. He'll get it for us because he's cool. Shout out to Troy. Troy, you're the man. Yeah. So yeah, Star Helix does do security for this place. But as all of you will be familiar in world, at least, Star Helix, you know, one faction of Star Helix is different than another. They don't necessarily follow all the same rules and guidelines. It's kind of an independent thing. But yeah, this settlement, there is research, and that's a big thing that Raiden pushes for. But there are also miners here that mostly do. It's more like prospecting. They do a lot of sifting in the waters and the rivers and stuff. That kind of, what is that just called? Prospecting? Or is there a word for when they're doing
Like
gold
a
panning?
geological research or something.
Yeah, I mean they're doing that kind of stuff, and they're looking for these very rare minerals that seem to only exist here. I'm sure they exist on other planets in all the systems, but this is the first place they've encountered these sort of minerals. They just have unique properties, so they are sought after. That's kind of what pays the bills around here. But the pet project is still the builder research. So that covers most of like the boilerplate kind of like, hey, here's where you guys have been for the past however long. Every now and again you get new people. They tend to just screw things up for you. It's not really, people don't really like the new people a lot of the time here. But what are you guys doing? What's your shtick? What's your, like, where are you on a typical day? What are you doing? Just a normal day. I mean, you could be at home. Give me your home situation. You could be at work, whatever. Just, I'm going to go around and just kind of get a bit of flavor from each of you here. We'll start with the lovely Dr. Lovelace.
Dr. Lovelace is just so dedicated to her work. I mean, she's basically sleeping on a hammock in her lab, you know, just in between shifts, and, you know, too much work and not enough sleep and barely eating anything, and just so focused on her goal of, you know, just redeeming herself back in soul, that she's not really taking care of herself right now. She could use some self-care. She's either studying some builder tech or looking for some builder tech to study or applying for grants and trying to keep up communications and stuff like that.
Excellent. You'll be doing your research on these builder artifacts. Your base, it's not the builder artifact site that you are at is not gigantic. It almost seems like you theorize it's kind of a support building of some kind. It's not necessarily, you think it works in conjunction with other architecture on the planet, but you just don't know what it does. It feels more like an outpost kind of situation. But there is one of the weird foibles, one of the strange things that you found here is electricity charged like dirt. You found electric dirt, essentially, is what it is. It's not the most dangerous. You theorize it could be if it was like moving and like rubbing against itself or something for prolonged periods. You think it could generate charge, but it's just a very strange thing. You're not sure how it works, but that's like where your research. That's your starting point for the strangeness of your research. You found it in this base has these large grinders in it that seem to be dedicated to breaking up rocks. You haven't been able to get them working, but you've seen the end result seems to be this electrical dirt. While you're doing your research and that kind of thing, starving yourself and not taking good care of yourself, your research assistant, Dr. Rosalind Stone, she'll bring you a cup of coffee, There you go. You really shouldn't. You really do work too hard, Doctor.
It's the biggest find of the century of all of the past of humanity. How could I not? How could I stop at any point?
I mean, what do you call it? Not research. Discoveries like this are being made constantly now that the rings have been opened and explored. It's going to take humanity a while to catch up with all of this. And you can't do it all in one lifetime. I suggest you not try.
Mere child's play compared to what we found here and the work we are doing here every day.
Well, I'll do my best to help you, but you really do need to take care of yourself or you'll burn out before we get any answers.
Fine. If only I didn't have to take care of this useless body.
Oh, no. You're a mad scientist. Okay. Excellent. So, yeah, that's good little intro to you. Lets me know what I'm working with here. Who wants to go next? Elroy Cormax? What are you up to? Is that Gary? Gary's name?
Yeah, I thought you said Corbinian because the thing cut out right at the time. So all I heard was Core, and I was like, I'm just going to play this cool. All right.
Elroy Cormax, yeah.
Yep, playing it really cool. So cut to like a howling winter waste. Just all white snow, just tons of wind blowing. And you see this truck drive by that has like treads on the back, and it's like half a dump truck. Boom, 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 boom. And there's these two guys in the truck, and they're laughing. We got away with it too. And then you hear, wham! There's a snowmobile chasing the truck, and they look back and they're like, "Son of a bitch, it's Cormax." And I ride up next to it, and you see this hulking figure, like 6'5", 290 pounds, just full winter parka. You can barely see any skin at all. Snow goggles. Cormax rides up next to the thing and tells him, pull it over. And the guys keep driving. So Cormax pulls up next to it, grabs the door. They're fighting over the door, yanks the door open, throws the passenger guy out and climbs in. You got one chance to pull this thing over and stop. And the guy's like, Cormax, look, we're not taking this because we want to. We're taking it because we have to. Lives are at stake. Cormax, get out of the truck and wait. You don't stand a chance, Audi. If I take you back to town, I will treat you like a horse thief. I'll hang you, and you'll be a public example. Cormax, please, don't leave us out here. We'll freeze to death. And I close the door and drive off and leave the two guys in the snow. And I come back with some alien tech. I come rolling into town late at night. Mud and snow coming off the vehicle. I jump out and I'm still just this giant hulking figure in a parka with goggles. And I grab whatever the alien tech is and start walking it into the labs.
Sweet. Yeah, so you do manage. That is what you do. You're do you want to be a scavenger? Is that what you're called, or maybe?
Yeah. So the way I'm thinking the politics on this planet once were a lot of scavengers that sort of worked together, and now they don't work together, and they've broken into a lot of fractured tribes of scavengers. So it gets more and more complicated every day of which scavenger's part of which clan and what their tattoos and what their colors mean. But once upon a time, I was a somebody back when the scavs were united.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. There are definitely lots of other people here trying to make their claim, and not all of them are doing it through the proper channels. Elroy Cormax dropping off possible alien technology to Dr. Lovelace. Yeah, so you arrive at the Barb. It is a large it's like a large metal platform that rings sort of the eastern face of the mountain, just kind of just like a semicircle. You have to take there's kind of stairs, but they're not like fully formed. It's also like patchworked with little bars and little holes and cubbies. You kind of do a little mountain climbing to get up there. There's also a lift, which I imagine you'll take with your haul, up to where Dr. Lovelace performs her research. Once you get up to the platform, you can see all the way over out into the water, through the snow. You can see the ocean and all that good stuff. It is kind of getting more towards like the darker period for this planet. And when you look back at the mountain, you can see the remnants of the builder's structure. Strange, unusually smooth, rounded pillars sticking out of the top of this mountain. And you see the entrance ahead of you.
Doc, you really ought to get yourself a better key for all this stuff. I come in and set it down on the table. I caught some more scavs trying to run off with your tech. You know, you can't just leave it laying around anymore.
Dr. Lovelace looks over at him, over her glasses, and says, did you bring me more tech or more fossilized dung heap again?
One man's tech is another man's dung heap, Doc.
I suppose so on this planet.
You can take a look at what he's brought you. Using your science abilities, if you would like.
I would love to. I have a research focus, if that would be preferable.
Yeah, it'll be intelligence research roll.
All right.
John, can I roll intelligence technology? It's one of.
Yeah, you can help. Yeah. Give him an assist here. Well, we'll say that your roll is your initial roll for what you decided to bring back. And so if your roll is good, there's a better chance that it'll actually be something useful.
There we go. That's exactly what I was hoping. I was hoping I could qualify it with a roll of some kind. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember when you were making your character, you're like, I want to know a little bit about tech so I know what to bring. So yeah, that makes sense. 15, that's not bad.
Yep.
You brought some stuff. It looks like it has that typical builder flair to it. It's got some rounded stones. Looks like pieces of some sort of machine. And what did you get, Dr. Lovelace? 21 with 5 stunt points. Oh boy.
Now,
So
yes, do I get to
points.
use the stunt points for investigation
You
stunts?
do get to use the stunt points for investigation stunts. Indubitably. And
Okay.
so, yeah,
Flip up here.
those of you watching
Yeah.
that don't know, when you roll doubles anywhere on the dice, you get the drama dice worth of stunt points that you can use on a stunt table to increase your roll. It lets you do a lot of otherwise impossible things, which is pretty cool.
It progresses the plot.
It does. It does indeed.
So I'm going to go for an intuition. I'm going to use 2 stunt points for intuition. The GM reveals a fact about the object of your test you could not have noticed or deduced simply by interacting with it.
Okay.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it works for me. You said intuition. Okay, cool. With simple, when you uncover a clue, you gain 2 new leads instead of 1, making it better. Okay. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, cool. So while you're making your test, it'll reveal extra stuff. So your test is really high. He does seem like he brought you something. Elroy does typically. He seems like he kind of knows what he's looking for, much more than your other scabs. He's definitely brought you something here, something of interest. There are these tubes. They're like solid tubes that almost just look like strangely smooth stones, but you think that they could be placed together. But your intuition lets you know that you're missing pieces.
Can I tell, is this biological or technological? Or somewhere between?
It seems like some sort of tech.
Okay,
It
cool.
definitely seems like builder tech.
Okay, so I look over. Cormax, you've only brought me parts of it. Was there anything left in the vicinity?
Well, you see, they was already in the truck running. Not exactly sure where they picked it up from, just that they had it already. Now, they did mention who they was working for, so chances are we could go out there and figure out a thing or two, talk to their boss, shake him down. If he wanted this, their boss probably wanted something, has more of it, or knows who's buying.
Yes, whatever brutish means you need. I just need to see the site.
Fine, I'll let you know what I find out.
Yes, thank you, Cormax.
Excellent. So yeah, I mean, all of that is right. Yeah, there. If you could find the site, you might be able to find better pieces. Maybe be able to piece something together here. But Cormax was just running down other scabs, wasn't actually doing an expedition. But maybe that's the next step here, Cormax. Corbinian. Kaylin Hara. We're gonna focus in on you. What are you doing during all of this?
Winding back the clock a bit, like when the
Yeah,
sun was rising fairly early on. It's by Cormac's earlier description, it sounds like it's winter right now.
Yeah.
Well, winter for the planet anyway. So I'm kind of dressed. Kaylee's kind of dressed up in a hodgepodge of like a leather jacket, old like thrifted gloves and like some winter hiking boots thing. Like I look like I'm ready for a hike, but I can't afford to buy nice stuff. I buy stuff that people who fly in are just getting rid of, and I patch it up a little bit here and there. So I get all suited up, and I get some stretches in the morning. Do a light jog to a central like computing station of some kind, and stick my hand terminal in to check what the latest weather's like. If there's any big storms coming in, if there's going to be a windstorm or anything like that, as far as our scientists are concerned, load that up into my hand terminal and like unplug it from the wall, and then check it real quick. I plot out a course. And as I'm there, even though I'm planning Kalian's planning his hike, a run that he's going to do all around town. And he'll be jogging along, sometimes waving hi to somebody and just kind of going. He starts at a fairly normal looking pace, and then he does basically a lap of the colony, and then he goes up to the barb. And that's when he picks up speed and he doesn't slow down. Like he's like running through deep snow and he's actually doing pretty good speed because the difficult terrain does not slow him. And he's basically doing that like Rocky IV running up through snow sort of thing. He does that to himself on purpose to try to train a bit more. Says hi to some people on the way and then continues running the whole way up. I don't use the lift because that's not fun exercise. And I want to keep my heart rate going. But as I'm running around, Keelan also has that, if people, a knowing eye would recognize that he's watching things. He's seeing, oh, there's a new store over there. I heard that truck looks newer. Or that one looks pretty old. Or, oh, that guy has a discount today. Oh, like the old corporate ease things in the back of his head where he's always calculating an angle about what's happening, who's making money, who's not, which is pedestrian compared to soul stuff.
Kalian, I'll tell you what sticks out up here. There's a big dump truck that has a door ripped off that has like scav spray paint all over it. That's not usually up here. That's strange.
You'll see that on the lift when you get to the top.
Kind of jog in place for a bit and kind of very quickly hops up and pulls himself up to kind of peek in the cabin, make sure no one's dead or dying in there. And no one's dead, so I stopped carrying and dropped down. Oh, do some stretching. Check my time, check my heart, having a good time, and then I'll kind of start stomping off and brushing off some of the snow before I go into the lab. Oh, morning, doctor.
Kaylin, yes, my eyes and ears. Do you bring me any secrets or tales today?
Coffee's finally on sale. Well, what passes for coffee down there? I'll probably grab it around lunch when I run back down again.
Yes.
Did you do your pull-ups today?
I'll do it after I eat. I think yesterday's lunch is over there. I have important work to do.
If you can do 2 pull-ups, I'll buy you a coffee and a donut. How's that? Your favorite flavor.
You gonna finish yesterday's lunch?
No, Comax, eat it. Go ahead. It's probably
Appreciate
spoiled
that.
anyway. The local phono have been gnawing at it.
You need to keep your calorie intake up, doctor. You're gonna... Well, actually, wind back a bit. GM, the planet's G is like a little over 1 G, yeah?
Yeah, it's 1.15.
1.55. You have to keep your calorie intake up, otherwise your bone density might be affected. You want to be hobbling around when you turn 60?
I took the drugs, I took the stimulants, I'll just take the food later.
I start poking my nose around, looking at what's going on. Not touching anything, because I know, I've learned from before, touching things gets the doctor mad, so I'm like, no, I don't touch things, I just kind of...
Yeah, like swatting you away a little. Tap, 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 tap.
I got it. I'm not touching anything.
Dr. Stone.
I'll eat after I finish figuring out what this is.
Dr. Stone.
Didn't know you were into children's toys.
Being slightly irritated by the doctor's refusal of food once again.
What was that? You cut out for a second.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you said by the...
Dr. Stone seems to be irritated by the Dr. Lovelace's refusal of food once again.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys hear the lift activate. A few minutes later, a man walks in, flanked by two Star Helix mercenaries. This man, he's a middle-aged gentleman, probably in his mid-40s. He has that classic, like, George Clooney side gray hair, but the top is, like poofed up and, like, super stylized. Wearing nice duds, man. He's wearing the equivalent of deerskin gloves and just all this, like, a nice insulated suit. Looks like $1 million. Smiling. He's all smiles, rubbing his hands to get them warm. Coming in. It's like, geez, it's so cold up here. I don't know how you guys ever do this. Dr. Lovelace and company. How goes it? How goes the research? Any major strides today? To explain to me, this is Raiden, the town's founder, owner, and the funder of your research.
Major strides, sir. I'll have you know that everything we observe on this planet is changing the very fundamentals of the way we understand science. There's no minimal exploration here.
Something tangible, something that shows progress. I need these things. This is merely a progress report. What's going on?
Hey, show him that. Show him that thing I found.
Ah, yes. Dear Cormac has brought us quite a peculiarity here. We are examining, but it appears to be not intact. I'm afraid I'll have to go out to the site and recover the remaining pieces.
Excellent. We should round up an expedition immediately.
I hope you wasn't planning on doing nothing today, Caitlin. We got plans for you. We need a scout.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Rady, if you don't mind me putting off your exercise till we get back, I can
this is definitely the priority here, Caitlin.
Sure.
Of course, Caitlin, I understand if your schedule is too busy. I do understand coffee is on sale today.
Hey, I can grab that later. That's just more to make sure someone takes fluids that isn't just water and whatever else is in that cup over there. I'm just not going to ask. But yeah, no. I can do that. I mean, if Mr. Raiden doesn't mind putting off the exercise till later in the week, I'm free, honestly. I don't have any projects going on right now.
This is good. This is what I like to hear. There haven't been too many major breakthroughs ever since you learned about the radio transmittal through the ground, which was huge. But we need more. I need to see results.
Mr. Raiden, while we have you here, Mr. Raiden, I wanted to talk about a security concern. You see, I caught them scavs out there trying to steal this tech. That means someone's out there trying to buy this tech. I don't know who it is, but someone out here on your planet's trying to put all this together under your nose. Just something to be wary of.
I am very wary, unfortunately. Could be anyone. Could be the MCR. Could be one of my rivals. He'll, like, look bitterly off to the side.
Oh, it's probably just a local rats. You men getting so worked up about nothing.
Perhaps.
We're an alien world.
Perhaps we'll call in more Star Helix to take care of the problem.
Well, I just find it hard to believe a man so charming as yourself has any enemies at all.
Anyone who makes money makes enemies. Success breeds enemies, after all.
He gives you a judgmental glance, like, why is this guy trying to kiss my ass? I guess because I'm rich. You'll see him think that very loudly and shrug. Okay, well, yeah, you three, if you need anything, I can provide it. So, I hope to see results soon, and he'll leave.
From my knowledge there, Jim, is he doing okay? Is the colony doing okay, or is or is he like is he in scramble mode, or is he just I'm making money, I just want more money?
More the latter, because of the unique minerals available here, which is one of the focuses you took for your colony, rare resources.
Right.
That sort of keeps the monkey off your back a little bit here. Like, there is stuff, like, this colony is profitable. The only issue is, like, how difficult it is actually to colonize here, because of weather and the atmosphere, magnetism, and all that stuff. It is very difficult to do anything, so it costs money. So he is trying to push this.
Constantly stay ahead.
Yeah, it's not so much like you don't get the vibe that like loan sharks are coming to break his legs or anything. It's just more of he's a type A, and he's trying to push his investment. But good question for sure. But yeah, the three of you have been tasked with setting up an expedition to find where these new builder artifacts came from, and do some research. So, how do you go about this? Do you need any equipment? Do you do any preparation? Do you need any additional personnel?
Well, first off, we need to figure out where we're going, how far away it is.
True that.
Whereabouts was this anyway? It's a
Caught
long
him.
drive?
Yeah, I caught him a few hours north of here, out near the barren waste up towards the poles. Scavs working out there in the winter.
Find any hand terminals?
Didn't look for hand terminals, saw a truck, got interested, seen what they were carrying, knew it belonged back here.
I tug my hat back on, adjust my gloves. I walk out to the truck to go scrounging around.
Well, I can at least take y'all back to the area. I recognize the colors. So at least we can go back to their, maybe talk to some scavs around the area, see if we can identify who we're dealing with, but...
Well, it depends, right? If they were driving out for... Yeah, if it's a day's drive, that's not so bad. We don't need to stock up. But if we're talking like more than a day's drive, we need supplies, winter supplies, water, food, tents. You know, otherwise we're going to go there. Unless we're camping out of a truck with missing a door, which I would not recommend.
Truth be told, we might be out there 3 or 4 days before we find a real answer. We may need to grab some overnight gear.
All right. Well, I'll Doc, do you mind throwing me a work order for, God, let's call it 4 days for the three of us, and I'll go down to town and grab supplies while you two figure out where the hell this truck came from?
Yes. Do we need any additional manpower, or would this be adequate?
Oh,
As long as we got me and Kalen, we should be fine.
You can.
Kalen counts for at least 2 or 3 men.
You can requisition additional security. You can requisition like laborers, that kind of stuff, if you want to. You do not have to.
What do we know? What's the fauna situation? Is there a lot of wildlife? Possibly dangerous wildlife?
There is. This planet is very much inhabited, and it's very much not by humans. There are a few bases here and there, but for the most part, the wildlife out here doesn't know how to interact with people. Doesn't really understand your vehicles, none of that stuff. It's all, yeah, you're definitely aliens here. So, and some of the creatures can indeed be very dangerous. So,
okay.
How many can we pull on the truck?
How many people?
Us 3.
Can you put in the truck? If you, so you want to take
truck.
a vehicle, like a single truck, you could fit 4 or 5 people.
So we grab like 2 other people, so maybe a Star Helix security guy and a laborer, in case you need extra muscle to dig stuff up.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Yes, and make sure you bring your big guns and your loud grenades and everything as well. I'll bring some equipment. So I'll bring like enough of like some kind of multi-tool that'll do like spectrometer work or any kind of thing like that, and mainly my hand terminal.
Okay, so you take some of your equipment with you. Not a problem. That kind of stuff, that's bigger equipment. That's loaded in the truck. If for whatever reason you have to ditch the truck, you got to carry it. So it is sort of bulkier kind of stuff. Just putting that little note on your radar.
I mean, I think Dr. Lovelace would carry her hand terminal, but if she had any equipment that was heavy, she would make the guys carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hand terminals are super, super light.
You're able to requisition. Yeah, you'll get a Star Helix officer. They'll give you a good one. They'll give you. His name is Ruben Flack. He works directly for the head of Star Helix on the planet. So he's sort of an up there guy. He's available right now, and he's going to go with you to check this out. And then you want just a generic labor person. They can be cool.
We have a driver. Can the laborer have some driving, like some piloting skills?
Oh, there is actually a guy I already have made out here that is a transportation specialist named Damien Torrent. He can go with you.
Yeah, because Cormac, you're not a driver yourself, yeah. Like you can't. I mean, anyone could drive, but you're not a professional.
No, yeah, not a professional driver, not a professional pilot, and not that you guys come out in the field with me too often, but you notice I'm never carrying a rifle or a gun or a grenade or anything. I'm just huge.
Just a big guy. It works. It works.
Yeah, there is a driving focus in dexterity, though.
Yeah.
And
I have fighting, brawling, intelligence, technology, and strength might. Those are the three things I can do.
Yeah, I made sure
you
to
are
make
the muscle.
I made a transport guy because I know none of you took that. So I was like, they're probably going to need somebody at some point.
Yeah. Like I have a decent dex. I'm just not spec'd in driving because that's not where my specialization lies. What's this guy's name again? Sorry.
Damien Torrent.
Damien Torrent. Transpo.
Yeah, I have him listed as a transport specialist. So.
Check.
Yep.
Okay.
Ha! I did prep. Look at me. I did it.
I'll grab some supplies out of town for enough to last the whole expedition. About 5 days. Load that up in the truck.
They'll take 5
Stuff it
days
in the
worth
back.
of rations.
So rations, water, basic tents. Especially for the winter, especially since it's winter, it can get. I imagine winter here is not super friendly.
It's not. It's pretty bad. And the rain falls harder because the gravity's higher, so it's the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not a lot heavier, but like it's enough to be like, ow, snow. But yeah. So
I bet hats are popular on this planet.
yes, everyone's always wearing a hat. So you got 5 days rations. You're taking a Ruben Flack, Damien Torrent, and then the three of you. You're loading up in a truck. It'll be like a big, solid cab truck. So like it's not. It doesn't have an open truck bed. It has like a covered truck bed. But
Am I asking for too much if we get like a APC kind of situation, like something we could have a small camp out of, like almost like like an armored military, so we could get out there and survive the cold and then set up a base camp?
because you guys have such a low force for your colony,
We do.
military technology is not really something that's common around here. But this truck is pretty sturdy. It's pretty much it's as sturdy as Elon Musk promised the Cybertruck would be, but like actually though, instead of being a lie. So
You sleep in the truck, basically.
yeah, the truck's pretty safe. It's just not an APC.
Yeah, we don't need a tank, but something that's just explorer friendly, so we
It
can
is
have
explorer friendly. It has
camp.
4-wheel drive. It is very much an all terrain vehicle kind of thing. So it is a solid truck. It's just not military. It's more like it's on par with a military Humvee kind of situation.
Yeah, because the only roads that would exist, I would think, would be in the colony and maybe between us and the MCR colony, and that's it. Everything else is off road.
Yeah, it's a solid. It's like all gray with like all these panels all over it, making it look all futuristic-y because it is. But yeah, and it has one of those big old spare tires on the back, so full size spare, which I don't know, could be important.
Can I get some light armor for the doctor?
Yeah, you can requisition some light armor. Yeah, absolutely.
And a handgun.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to get medium armor too.
Those are completely reasonable requests. As long as you're not asking for MCR power armor, you're probably okay. So medium armor, and then light armor and a handgun. Do you need anything, Kalen?
I'll just go grab some padded armor, just enough. Anything heavier than that will mess with me running around.
So you are allowed to own weapons and stuff, but they try to keep track of them here just so there's no like weird uprisings or mutinies or anything. When you're requisitioning that stuff, you do have to go to the Star Helix headquarters, which is fine. We'll say Ruben Flack will take you there to get your stuff because he's with you anyways. Yeah, you guys need some stuff. Let's get you loaded out. I don't want you guys going in there naked, you know. What do you need, Doctor? Light armor? Okay. Yeah, he'll go up to the cage, the requisition cage, which is open to the public. It's not like anywhere in the back or anything. It's like you can walk right in this building, up to the cage, fill out a requisition form, and get your stuff. And he'll kind of help expedite that situation for you guys. But yeah, so light armor, gun. What do you want, Kalen? You want anything?
If LS Star Helix tells me to have a gun, I'd rather not have one.
You don't have to. No, you don't have to at all. Ruben brings a rifle, like an automatic rifle. He's wearing full tack gear, all that good stuff.
Like my armor is more like just thick, very thick winter clothing is what it amounts to. Like it's armor-ish, but it's more of a survival thing of I don't want to be cold. Yeah. And my jacket is not very thick. It is thick enough for a run around town, not thick enough for tromping around out in the woods.
Yeah. He'll offer Damien stuff too, and Damien will open up his coat and reveal a pretty nice looking handgun. It is a revolver, but you can tell it's modified to be able to fire in full vacuum. It's like has an encased chamber and all that stuff. So just an interesting note about Damien. He has that. But yeah, so you guys get loaded up. You get your gear. Do you need any like rope? Like stuff like that. You need any expedition gear of that?
Yeah, like grappling gear and any sort of spelunking gear and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, ice picks and ice cleats.
Basically a copy of the stuff I have. That's the stuff I'm walking around with. It's like I'm used to doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, my character also has that stuff.
That's good. So yeah, you guys
I'm
are
a mountain man.
Mostly good to go.
And just to throw out there, just to make it sure you're chill with it, the only quote-unquote weapon I was thinking of having was my climbing pick. So it's with the tag of ineffective because it's not meant to be a weapon, but it's a pick meant to chuck through ice. So if I hit it into person, it still hurts. Like it's still not a happy day for them.
Yeah, that's fine. Got no problem with that. If you want to
Let's
stab
also
people,
bring,
yeah,
if it's possible, a beacon that can send a signal through the ground back to the colony calling for help.
yeah, you want a communication terminal? Yeah, that's something that your character probably helped invent. Using the what's called the Earth Network. We should probably call it something else though. We'll call it the Terra Network.
TerraNet.
Like it?
Yeah, we'll call it the TerraNet.
Yeah.
Because you're not on Earth, but this is like, but Terra is still the term, right, for like ground.
For ground.
Yeah.
First. Actually, the funny thing is, I imagine our colonial stuff it's like they don't have antennae that go up. It's it's a spike that goes into the ground. It's like no, you don't want height, you want depth. The deeper in the ground you can get it, the closer to the Terranet you get to, and that makes a clearer signal. Why? That's just how it works here. Live with it, off-worlder.
It's like an anti-antenna. Yeah, it's the opposite. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you stick them in the ground. I like that. That's real good. You guys have communication spikes. That's probably what people call them, comm spikes. But they do access what is known as the Terranet, which is unique to your planet situation. Cool. I love watching lore happen in real life, like in real time. It's pretty fun. If you guys need anything, just say it, and I'll say if it's too much. But for the most part, everything's fine. So you guys are good, armed, food.
A med kit just to throw in the truck, just in case somebody gets hurt out there.
Truck. That is.
As they're showing us the requisitions locker and like the different guns and rifles and stuff, I'm gonna notice like a maintenance truck or something outside and point to that and be like, "Can I have that sledgehammer right there?" I'm gonna go and grab the sledgehammer off the truck and be like, "This is owned by you guys, right? Sign me off on this." And I'm just gonna take like a 16, 20-pound sledgehammer.
You can have a sledgehammer, yeah. He'll be like, "Okay." He'll be like, "Hey, you know what? Do me a favor, put that one back here. Take this. We have tools back here too." And like he'll give you a good one. He'll give you a good one.
This one ain't never been swung.
They're all used, but you want a new one?
This one has that never been swung smell.
He'll give you a brand new sledgehammer.
I also want to pack a med kit and like maybe like a net and a trank gun in case we find any like interesting fauna along the way that we want to bring back for study.
They do have, they call them expedition rifles here. Just the colloquial term. And then a net for specimen captivity. You can also, so you do have that, like if your area is reachable, you can call people to pick up specimens, that kind of stuff. You do have, a foundation here. But anytime you do anything, it's going to create different complications, so just keep that in mind. You can have a tranquilizer gun for sure. It'll be in the form, of like a bolt-action rifle. It's compared to everything else, it's pretty analog. Compared to like the other guns and stuff, but it'll get the job done.
All right. Hey, it may kill the creatures on this planet. I don't know. Let's try it.
Yeah, who knows? Or it might turn them into like a feverish rage. Maybe they have ADHD or something. So it's caffeine just makes them go to sleep. I don't know.
Couldn't backfire.
I'm gonna update my hand terminal with whatever the latest maps they have in the region we're going to, like they're as good as we have in the colony, and I'll just kind of update my hand terminal. So I
got paper maps. I got paper maps newer than that. I got paper maps ain't even been uploaded yet. I got paper maps you ain't even heard of. I got paper maps you ain't never seen before. I got paper maps of rivers you ain't even heard of.
Hey, until some tech verifies that map, you can trust that map with your life all you want.
Yeah, we all gonna trust this map with our lives once we get outside the city.
Yeah, I mean that's it. So
excellent. So you guys are geared up. You're gonna head on out here not too long from now. Is there anything you need to do before you leave town? You guys have any house plants you need looking after? Anything like that? Any loved ones to say goodbye to? You know, if you don't say yes now, you can still have them later. It's just, I'm curious. If
I rearranged some of my scheduled appointments I was going to have for the next week or so. So, hey, I'm on expedition duty. I'll see you next week.
Wasn't nobody expecting me back in town for another month or two anyways.
Dr. Lovelace has a cat at the lab, but it's got like an auto feeder, so it's fine.
Yeah, and Dr. Stone will take care of the cat too, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll check if there's any new mail from back home. As in his former employers. If they're like, hey, we want you to do something. Usually it's nothing. It's usually a, hey, is the doctor dead? No? Cool. It's like, okay. That's all you guys care about. Because officially, my job is watching the doctor.
Yeah.
But that's all they've ever asked me to look for. But I check every so often in case they ask me for something.
Nope. Making sure the secret's safe, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Mom and Dad have nothing else to tell me. Got it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys load up in the truck and you start driving on out. Damien will look at all of you like, alrighty. No whistling. Then he'll just start. He'll start the drive. And you guys will get out into the snowfall. It is currently snowing. It's not a blizzard or anything, but it does make travel a little more difficult. And to the best of your ability, Elroy, you will sort of get them into the vicinity of where you stole that truck from those scavengers. It takes you guys several hours to get out here. Maybe you guys catch some sleep in the truck. It is a mostly uneventful drive, but just to paint the picture of your surrounding, there are gigantic trees here. Strange alien trees, but not so alien that they don't still resemble Earth trees. They all
like
tend
evergreen looking or more rainforest looking.
These ones are very evergreen because you guys are in the colder part of the environment. I wasn't actually sure where I wanted to put you in the thing, but Gary was like, put us north, and I was like, that sounds good to me. So yeah, these trees, they all have a strange sort of. They do the redwood thing where they're leaning kind of funny, and you can tell the branches are coming off to sort of balance the tree. They have sort of lighter roots. They do more of a balancing act. The scientists among you will theorize that's because of how the poles make them grow strange. The magnetic field causes the trees to just grow really weird and straight, but like both up and down and horizontally. So it's just a weird forest. You guys will continue on through some rocky terrain, past some like other mountains, and it'll sort of get out more into the tundra area, which is where where Elroy found these scavs. You're not going to be able to directly like pick up the trail necessarily of them because it's snowing and like they're probably long dead out here. It's only been a few hours, but it's fucking cold. You guys can set up. Do you guys want to patrol in the car? You guys want to set up a base of operations? What's your plan?
With the old truck, was there any stuff in it, like old like maps or their truck? Their hand terminals?
I was hoping you would take a look. Go ahead and give me a perception searching.
11.
Well, it's not terrible. You could definitely find some stuff. They do have some maps. They have a handwritten map, but it looks more like a place for a rendezvous, and it comes from a landmark. So it's not leading from anywhere to anywhere. It's leading from a landmark to like over here to sort of. It looks like a rendezvous spot, and we'll say the landmark is a rock that looks like a dog's face. and so we'll say
I know where that's at.
Yeah, we'll say Elroy knows where that's at.
Is that anywhere near where we're stopping?
It's not far from
It
here.
ain't. It ain't too far. Weather dependent, we'd be about 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half.
All right, so we can either roll up in this truck, or we can make base camp here and hoof it through the snow.
I'm up for a brisk walk. The weather's nice.
What about you, Doc? Want a breath of cold air?
I don't care. I just want to get to work. She just wants to run her scans and scan the area for any pieces as fast as possible. This is all just... She's just irritable until she's getting to work.
Well, bundle up, Doc. It looks like we're going for a walk.
So you guys gonna set up a little expedition base and then leave it? Okay.
Yeah, we're in good hands. We got almost the head of security and his homie. This guy will be all right. The driver.
Damien is not a member of Star Helix. He is an independent contractor. But yes, he is also seemingly capable. He does have an accent that leads you to believe he may or may not be a belter.
Be what, sorry?
A belter.
Oh.
Wagwan, my brother, jump in the car. We going for a ride.
No, I wonder where that guy's from.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, we know exactly where the fuck he's from.
His accent isn't quite like that. It's much lighter. But
It doesn't lean on the Creole that much.
Yeah, it doesn't lean on the Creole too hard, but every now and again, he'll say, like, you'll hear a boss mang here or there come out. But yeah, so you guys will set up a camp sort of at the base of the edge of these mountains because it's just a good wind break.
Yeah.
The truck will be placed on the outer perimeter as an additional wind break. And then you guys will set up your tents, all that good stuff. You'll put in your communication spike here, or do you want to take it with you?
Take it with for now because we're leaving the camp behind, and
Okay.
Damien could just take the keys for the truck. So if someone wants to steal the damn thing, you're going to have to hotwire it.
Yes. So you guys will set up a base camp here. It should be okay, assuming you're not leaving. You guys know not to leave your food and stuff, all that kind of stuff.
That attracts animals.
Yeah, because there are definitely animals out here. Are you taking the whole cadre, or are you leaving anyone behind at the base to hold down the base?
How far's the trip? Give or take.
It's probably going to take you an hour to walk that way.
Let's leave the driver and tell him to make some dinner.
Yeah,
I was thinking leave the driver and the security guard. Leave them both. There's scavs out here. Scavs and bears and all sorts of crap.
Yeah, because O2 can guard camp and get settled in, get some food on, and Mr. Starhelps keeps the driver and our stuff from being stolen. So we're not expecting a fight. Hopefully, like we could just talk these guys down and ask some questions.
The scavs are a lot less dangerous than whatever lives out here.
Yeah.
That is actually 1,000% accurate. There are some big creatures out here.
It ain't the people I'm scared of. It's what lives on this planet I'm scared of.
Yeah, they have things that are like bears, but they're not bears. They're really large and kind of canine. And then they have smaller predators that are sort of mountain lions. They are feline. They are cats, and they are dangerous. So they absolutely do not know to not eat people. They will eat people.
What about like a horrible flying clawed monster also?
There's some of those, yeah, and there's also creatures in the water. So it's definitely, there's a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely, it's a full, what do you call it, ecosystem of alien creatures. And this expedition that you guys have been on, your colony and all that, have not been researching the animals nearly as much as everything else. So, like, it's all a very big mystery what could be out here.
Yeah, that MCR is looking into it.
Yeah, they probably are. But yeah, you guys, it's just not the focus of your research.
Yeah, no.
But
Dr.
yeah.
Lovelace looks at Cormac, says, "Yes, carry me, you brute." He wants to ride piggyback. It's not what.
Let's see. I'll like pick you up and put you in a swaddle, and you'll be like in front of me, like in a little papoose. That way your face can see where we're walking. Yeah, exactly.
Ruben and Damien will look at each other and be like, "What the fuck?" And then like they'll just sort of.
I just give a shrug like, this is normal.
It's really weird.
She's very tiny. It's easy.
Yeah, that made me imagine your character is like just under 5 foot now. You're like 4'10", 4'8" now.
Just keep getting smaller.
Just like Yoda.
You're gonna wind up Yoda size. That's great. Yeah, Ruben and Damien will start setting up. They'll finish. They'll do more to set up camp, so it'll be even better set up. Ruben's gonna scout the area and just sort of see what's going on. Make sure that you're not near any creature nests or anything like that.
Yeah.
So doing this does eliminate future dangers I might have done. So just it is you guys made a good choice. But yeah, you will head out into the snow. And that will actually be... What's up, Lord Jesus Christ? Love you. That will actually be a really great spot for us to take our break. So we'll be back, guys, in like a loose 5 with more of The Expanse. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll be right back.
Fresh out the box.
everybody, welcome back to the Expanse from Green Run Publishing. We are fresh out the box, and I am the Game Master, Jahananan.
Jahan called me a butt face, and I just thought you guys should know that. I'm Gary, and I'm playing Elroy Cormax.
A.K.A. a big
And
baby.
Oh. I'm Captain Tremaine, aka Dr. Lovelace.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I'm playing the role of Kayleen Hara.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not a butt.
Sorry I was mean to everybody.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so you guys are trekking through the wilderness here in a snowstorm. Not a snowstorm, it's just snowing. It's not that bad. Light snowfall. Who is leading this expedition here? Who is navigating to the supposed meetup spot for these scavengers?
I imagine Cormac's the one giving directions, but I'm leading a little bit ahead because I can move a little faster, so I can kind of just spot for critters or people. So I'm spotting, but I'm not the one navigating. Cormac's the one going, no, off to the left, or no, off to the right.
You give me perception, and then Cormax, you can give me a navigation check.
Would that be an intelligence skill?
I do believe so.
Oh, good.
12's not terrible. Definitely not bad enough to get you lost. Yeah, it's not a fail, so you do get to spend those stunt points. And also, Kayleen Hara, you also get to spend your 1 stunt point. So, y'all let me know what you do. Kayleen, you see signs of life out here. You definitely see, like, a paw print. And since it's snowing, you know it's fresh. But that's more when you're closer to the mountains. You see signs of the cats that live out there. As you start to get more into the tundra plains, you see fewer tracks of animals. But you definitely see some hoofed feet out here.
Speaking of tracks, that's what I want to spend my stunt points on. I'm going to cover our tracks.
Okay. Absolutely. You cover your tracks, so it's hard for anyone, if someone else is out here, to find you.
I'm gonna spend my 1 point toward pay dirt, so I'm gonna find something that's somewhat valuable that I know I can use to buy stuff easier later. But
you're gonna use yours for pay dirt to find an object of value.
Yeah, someone left behind or left in the snow. I'm like, that goes into my pocket for later.
In your searching for wildlife and dangers, you'll find something jutting out of the snow. You'll pick it up. It is a shed. What appears to be some sort of antler, but it's like really smooth and sharp. It seems to be some sort of animal horn of species unknown. So it is definitely worth something because it is an unknown alien creature piece.
How many stunt points did cover your tracks cost?
It cost 3. I had 1 left over, but I didn't particularly need, unless you see something you want me to do.
No, I was mentioning it because if you spend 4 or more, it increases the churn count by 1.
It does.
Just check it, yeah.
So the fact
it probably went up by 1 just because we changed scenes, I imagine. So we're probably at turn 1, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think you guys have generated 1 churn. Let me double check. It's been a minute.
Because at the end of every scene, it ticks no matter what we do. But...
yeah. Oh yeah, they have this nifty little thing here that explains it. So yeah, the churn, for those of you who don't know and are watching, churn is sort of like the rhythm of the story in the verse. It's part of the Expanse universe. Things just sort of cascade into each other. Things get more dire. It's just the natural way things happen. But mechanically, there is a churn pool. 0 through 10 is minor churn. 11 through 20 is major churn, and 21 to 30 is epic churn levels. So you generate churn while you're playing. You do it several different ways. At the beginning of each adventure, churn pool is reset, starting at 0. Add 1 churn each time one of these events occurs. A character succeeds on an ability test and rolls a 6 on the drama dice, which I've been keeping track of that one. You guys haven't done it yet. A character spends 4 or more stunt points to perform a stunt. Fortune points are spent to alter a die roll at all. A character successfully overcomes an encounter or hazard, or at the end of a scene in the adventure. So you guys are sitting at 1 churn currently.
And the GM can spend churn points to jam somebody's gun.
Yeah, yeah, I can do stuff with it. When the churn reaches 10, 20, and you roll a d6 and consult the churn table. When the churn continues to build. When it reaches 30, an epic effect occurs and resets to 0. So, yeah. And yeah, I can spend them to do fun things like jam people's guns. But yeah. It's pretty cool. The characters face setback. Yeah. Cool.
We're okay for now. We haven't
Haven't done much.
Too much.
Haven't stirred the pot too much, but I'm looking forward to it happening because it is fun, and also it works a lot, very well in tandem with builder artifacts. I was reading.
Yeah.
It's like pretty cool. All right, so you find an antler. You're covering our tracks. You do not spend that extra stunt point, which stops you from generating churn. So that's good.
I point out the tracks to people and just kind of just quietly go point. Keep your eyes about. Some critter's been around lately. Don't see him anywhere though. It's been a bit.
No, you'll continue on your way in the cold. Everyone, give me a Constitution check here. If you have a relevant skill, like Fortitude or something, that'll be applicable. Oh boy. Well, Elroy, you're good. You generate 4 stunt points. Let me know what you're using them for. Unfortunately, Dr. Lovelace, you don't generate those stunt points because that is not a pass.
Unless you want to spend fortune points to up one of those dice.
Unless you want to spend fortune points to change one of the dice.
What is the target number?
10 would be a pass. Like a barely pass, but a pass nonetheless. You guys are just setting out. You haven't been in the snow too long. It'll get harder the longer you're out here.
I mean, what are the consequences if I don't alter this die?
You'll lose some of your fortune.
I will spend the 2 stunt points to take 1 for the team, and I will take the cold effects so the doctor doesn't have to.
There you go. He'll give you 1. It'll be light for now. Just lose a single fortune point, just from exhaustion. I'm not going to make any lasting effects or anything like that happen just yet.
No. Let me take it, Cormax. You might need it for a fight later.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going down to 14 fortune on that.
Yeah, that's fair.
And she hasn't been engaging in self-care. That's totally on her.
No.
Yeah, it makes sense that
That's true, yeah. You haven't been eating or sleeping, and it is pretty cold out here.
Oh, I'm really tired and
for
sore.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know why that happens. I feel really hungry. I don't know why that happens.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, you guys are starting to get cold out here. Even if you pass, it's still freezing. But you will make it on your way. You will get towards where you think the rendezvous is. I'm not going to make you roll another navigation check. You'll see a grouping of trees You'll see a tree line. You'll see some rocks over there. It kind of looks like what's depicted on this little makeshift map you have, which is very much in the shape of a treasure map. It's just kind of a dotted line between two landmarks. But yeah, you see what appears to be the spot.
That right there is Dog's Head Rock.
And you can definitely
I'll take-
see some light from over there.
I'll take out my hand terminal and try to like zoom in a little bit. Try to use its camera function to kind of try to look a little further away.
I'll tell you what.
Kind of light? Artificial?
Yeah, you see light coming from over there, artificial light.
Ooh.
Tell you what, how's about I walk over there and you two lay low, take the perimeter. There's a stunt that gives you guys what is it? Over here, my flashy action makes me the center of attention. The allies gain +1 to hide or pass scrutiny in this encounter, and any actions opponents take until then automatically target me. So you guys can actually lay low in the flanks with +2 stealth checks, and I can go over there and engage.
Okay, yeah. So
If
Korvax.
you want to. I'm not going to make you guys do that if you want to.
So I'm going to... Dr. Lovelace is going to look over to Keelan and say, what perimeter are we supposed to take? I don't see it.
You see that tree over there, Doc? Just go over there. If you see anything, wave at me.
Yes.
And I kind of go over to another tree and make what perimeter I can. But I'm basically just keeping the good doctor within line of sight so you can see me as well, hiding behind a tree.
Yeah, both of you give me dexterity stealth checks with a +2 from Gary's flashy action that he's about to do. So that's a 14 and a 12. Not terrible. I guess I need to roll. Let's see if anyone sees you. Okay, cool. You guys will get in position. Korvax, what are you doing?
I'm going to walk straight towards the light, like I'm the one supposed to be meeting them, you know. And as I'm walking up, I'll even belt out, sorry I'm late, something like that. That way I really am the over here center of attention. That way they're not looking for my allies, they're looking at me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry I'm late, boys. I got hung up with some business out on the road. You see, a couple of knuckleheads was trying to steal some property belonging to me. It took me a while to catch up. And then I'll walk around the corner and reveal myself to these guys.
Give me a communication check. I'll give you a +2 because of the circumstance of you. They're supposed to be meeting someone.
You want to consider fortune.
You know what? No, I think this is great to fail this. They may just know that I'm Cormax.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly what was about to happen. Hey, you Cormax? The hell are you doing out here? We're not supposed to be meeting with you. And they'll kind of look at each other like they have guns out, mostly handguns.
I'll slide like the sledgehammer down out of my sleeve and let it hit the ground and like lean on it like it's a cane and be like, you boys really want to put them guns away before somebody gets hurt. I tell you what I'm doing out here, same thing you boys is doing out here. Looking for artifacts. You think y'all might be able to help me find some? I don't see no reason anybody needs to get hurt. Again.
There's 4 of them. They're around a heater of some kind. And there's light shining. It's really dark out here, so like they're sitting there in the light with like what heat they can afford. And they do not see the other 2. 3 of them have handguns. One of them just has like a cudgel of some kind. And yeah, they'll look at each other. Go ahead and give me a communication intimidation if you have it checked.
While they're looking at each other, while they're surveying this scene, can I also make an intelligence technology check on that heater? Is that something that I could use as an improvised explosive if things go wrong?
Yeah, go ahead and give me that tech check.
I rolled a 13 technology.
If you hit it hard enough, it might explode. It seems like it might have propane in it or something. Some
All
sort
right,
of
it definitely
combustion.
might.
Yeah.
All right, and otherwise communication. And for the communication, I rolled a 12.
Well, there's only one of you, and there's 4 of us, so I don't think we're going to be doing anything of the sort. And they'll start pointing guns your way.
I'm gonna start trying to sneak tree to tree and try to get around and above them somewhere, like either an overhang or up a tree somewhere.
I would like to shoot nearby one of their feet.
Okay, go ahead and give me a firearms check. Dexterity, or no, accuracy, right? Yeah.
Accuracy for a gun, yeah. Bang.
That's good enough to shoot near their feet for sure. So you do generate some stunt points from that. 3 stunt
Surely-
points.
Surely you 4 didn't think I was dumb enough to come alone, did you?
They'll start looking
I
around
don't-
nervous.
I don't even move when the gunshot goes off. I'm still just leaned on my hammer, relaxed.
Those 10 points should be spent before we get too far.
Yep.
They spend those stunt points.
Okay, there is a membership and reputation stunt I would like to use if allowed. It's called Benefit of a Doubt for 3 stunt points. Your action impresses or charms one character present. I need to roll communication versus willpower to affect someone with an attitude of hostile or worse.
Are you trying to affect one of the scavengers?
Yeah, I just kind of want to like impress them, like, oh, okay, these guys are serious and they're professionals, and it wasn't just some waif of a doctor that just shot at
Sure
them.
thing. So it is your roll versus my willpower, right?
Yeah. So communication, persuasion. Let's see how it goes.
Damn, 16.
Yeah, you'll shoot by one of their feet. They'll look over at you, and they seem to balk at your presence. They are impressed. They're like, "Oh, damn! I didn't see that guy get anywhere near me. Is that a very, very small woman? What the hell?"
Maybe I'm camouflaged.
It does indeed work, though. They are impressed with your 6 skills. Corbin, you're trying to climb. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Say again.
Athletics?
Bam, bam, bam. Ba, ba, ba.
Ooh.
I am going to spend 3 fortune to bring the score up to at least 10.
Those spending fortune let you reroll a dice.
It lets you up at 1-to-1 unless you're upping the drama die, then it's 2 for 1.
Ah, okay.
You basically choose a die and you're adding it to a max of... You're adding the dice until it hits 6 or more. You can only do that to one of the dice. That's the problem.
And we gain a churn.
You gain a churn, yeah. So your churn is
turns
now
I spent
up
any
to
fortune.
2. Alrighty. So, a 10's good enough for you to not break your neck. You're able to get up. You don't do it the most quietly. They'll hear a twig snap and they start looking around even more. And they do seem nervous now. They have no idea how many people are around them. They're not immediately attacking because of this new development.
This is a beautiful night to die. But there ain't no reason all 4 you need to die. You just let me know who's buying this tech, and you can turn and go the other way, and I'll finish the last part of this deal for you.
You want to know who their buyer is?
That's right. After this, say we brought you the tech you was looking for. What do you do with it from here?
Give me a communication check. I'll give you a +2 because of the situation.
That's a 15 if you're giving me the +2.
Not bad.
that's good.
Let's check their willpower. The leader looks back from, getting his feet shot at. He's be like, I don't think you're all that's cracked up to be Korvac. And he's going to... We're going to break up into initiative now. He does... He doesn't... Yeah, I rolled high on his willpower, so... Let's see. This game has initiative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I think it's on the sheet somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Looking everywhere but where I need to be. There.
I thought it was a dex roll, and you could be trained in initiative because Fantasy Age has it that way.
I think so.
It is a dex roll. You are right.
Yeah, I think that's the case, yeah. All right, go ahead. Everyone roll your initiative saves. Or initiative checks. rather.
Oh, no.
Dr.
That's
Lovelace
the
is
worst
very
roll
wait and
ever.
watch.
So we
3
got
ones.
a 13, a 12. Alrighty. 3 ones. Oh, boy. That's
But
as
the doc
bad as
is
it gets.
spitting it out.
Alrighty.
She's not the fighter anyway. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the leader's going to pull his gun out. He's going to shoot at his only visible target, which is Korvax. What is your defense?
My defense is a 12, my armor is a 5, and my toughness is a 5. No, my armor is a 4. I lied.
I'm not going to remember all that, man.
I don't know what you need yet.
Defense. That's
Just
it.
your defense, yeah. Okay,
If he
so
doesn't hit you, it doesn't matter.
he does hit.
That's the what I wanted to hear.
So a pistol shot rings out and does impact you, or at least come damn close. It is going to deal 6 damage. It's
So minus your toughness, minus your
toughness.
armor.
Yeah.
My toughness is a 5, my armor is a 4, so it does no damage? Okay.
Yeah, it'll ricochet off your armor, pretty much. Your medium armor that you put on earlier takes the blow.
I've got it underneath my parkas. I basically look like a giant Inuit, just this huge parka, lots of furs, and the bullet just sort of sinks in and doesn't really make any noise or any response. It's
like a thud.
Kind of, yeah, it's kind of like a quiet thud, and I don't really react, but I'm not happy about being shot.
It's a light thud. He runs and takes cover behind a rock, which provides cover to him from you and Dr. Lovelace, but not from Kalen, because you are behind him. The other 3 do not get to go before Gary. You are next.
As he goes to run away, to break away, I'll just stay tight on his heels. He shoots me, he starts running, and I stay close on him. He appears to be the leader, and there's no reason that everyone needs to die if he's the only one who needs to die. And I'll say as much to the other guys. After I get shot and he runs, I'll look at the 3 of them and be like, only one of y'all is making the choices around here. Only he needs to die. You play this smart, and I don't have to come back and crush all 3 of your skulls. And I just sort of walk past them and go after the guy. I'll walk over to him, and I think I want to hit him with this sledgehammer and see how this goes. I want to see what this is all about.
Okay.
In the snow behind the rock.
Yeah.
No. Rolled a 12 with 2 stunty boys.
Your sledgehammer impacts the rock right near his head, and he ducks out of the way, barely.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was close. It was pretty damn close. After you, Kalen. Three of
do
them
the other
are
guys
still
look
in the middle, surrounding that heater. The other one is off to the side with Elroy fighting for his life.
Do the other ones look like they're getting ready to jump in, or they look like they're just kind of watching what's happening?
Oh, they look like they're about to move into action. Yeah, none of the intimidation checks have succeeded in making them stop.
Are there any like loose firearms that are like a spare rifle or spare gun, like sitting on a box or leaning against something?
Well, you tell me. Give me a perception check.
Sure. 12.
With 3 stunties. Yeah. We'll say, I'll just, let me eat those stunties. You can find a rifle.
Okay.
Boom. Yeah, there's one just leaned up against the side. It looks like it's probably more for wildlife. It's a bolt action, so it's not very fast, but it is there.
I'll kind of sneak up, like I'll very quietly kind of slide down the tree and just kind of very quickly skirt through the snow and kind of grab the rifle and duck behind the box, check over the rifle, make sure how it works, and then because that'd be minor to get over there and minor to grab the item.
Yep. So that's all you get to do, right?
For now, yeah, because it'd take me time to get there and I have to grab the thing.
You'll take it and you will hide. After that, the other 3 are gonna go because Dr. Lovelace is not a very fast lady. Well, they only see Korvac, so I guess they're gonna. Well, they don't want to shoot at you though. You're way too close to their leader.
There's another person who shot at them from the woods.
Yeah, I guess they could try it. Well, we'll say the first one looks for where the shot came from. Does not beat your improved stealth check. That person's one of them's gonna head over to the tree line. The other 2, one of them has a club, the other one pulls out a knife. You're gonna get jumped, Corvex, which is what you wanted, so you're welcome. The first person. $13
They have
hits
to
you,
use
right?
2 minor attacks to get to him, right?
They have to do what?
They have to use a minor attack to draw and then a minor attack to get to him, right?
Well, they already had their weapons out.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they get to him.
Yes, 13 hits.
13 hits. So the first person, I don't even know if they're going to hurt you because you have so much. Okay. So 3 damage.
Plink.
Got to break 9.
I got to break
boy.
9. Okay. This definitely hits you. I'm not doing the math on it. It's higher than the last one. And then I don't think they can break 9 with their melee weapons. So unless they roll stunt points, they are not going to be able to hurt you. So yeah, they just start beating on your coat. And that's it. Dr. Lovelace, someone's coming towards you. They don't see you. And then the other 3 are trying to beat up Korvac.
You said this heater was explosive, right?
Potentially, yeah.
Propane? I would like to take aim for my minor action at the heater and shoot the heater for my melee action, or ranged action.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I punch the air so hard it blows up. Why? I don't know. The Expanse.
It's just it's ranged melee. It's just this happens later.
All right, use your strength mod then.
Go ahead, give me this pistol shot.
All right. Let's see how it goes. 10.
Bang.
A 10 is enough to hit a stationary object of medium size. So yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and give me damage. Let me see if it's enough to set this thing off.
Where do I click for that?
Damage for a pistol is 2d6 plus your perception.
So 2d6 is plus my perception, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so my perception's 2. I rolled a 10, so it should be 12.
A 12 absolutely blows this thing up. Let's see. I'll do some shenanigans here. They're not grouped around it anymore, but they're not that far from it. It's definitely within the realm of possibility. Let me grab a percentile. I'm sure that sounds great on the mic.
Yeah, there's like a squeak squeak.
No, it's like a...
It's really
Oh, is there a squeak squeak?
Is it a baby
No.
swing?
it's really not that bad. I heard like a little squeak squeak.
It's probably from my chair.
It could be Corbinian, actually. Yeah, it could have been Corbinian.
Corbinion's on a baby swing.
Oh, Corbinian, so cute, so baby.
It's an office chair. I will shoot the doctor, I swear.
Oh, Corbinian in a little bassinet. Oh, so cute, Corbinian.
The two.
Oh
that
no,
eat
the truck.
the two that ran up behind Korvac, they get caught up in this explosion, and they mostly shield you from it, Korvac. They both take some pretty decent damage.
Nice.
You'll see the mostly it's like the shrapnel or whatnot, and they get knocked down and sort of fall and hit rocks and stuff. They'll come to a knee. They're not actually falling prone, but yeah. After that was pretty good. There is someone looking for you, like close to you, so just keep that in mind. After that, the leader is going to once again attempt to fight Korvac. Korvac, you're way too close. I don't like it. It's a handgun, though. Handguns work in melee. It's fine. Except for this one. This one does not. Not at all. Mm-hmm. You said 12 defense?
Yes.
Yep. 11's not good enough. A gunshot goes off in this melee, and then it is your turn.
Stop shooting me, boy! I'm gonna try to bring a hammer down on him again. Son of a bitch. 11 to hit this time, but I will use some points. I missed last time with a 12. I know when
your magic number.
Yeah, let's go. Let's spin the 2 fortune, right? Is that my hit? Is the 13 a hit?
13 will hit.
Boom! I'll spin my 2 fortune. You can give us a churn for it.
Churn's going up already at a 3.
And then I'll hit this guy for 12 damage.
He'll take most of that. But they do have a little bit of padding and whatnot on. You said 12?
Yes, with a sledgehammer.
Alright.
That would hurt.
Yeah, it cracked. He's like, ah! He does not like it.
Who do you work for?
Who does number 2 work for? Corbinian. It's Kaylin's turn.
Kayla kind of rests the rifle, checks over the rifle with some, and since no one's watching him, he does it with a somewhat professional, like, what is this? What does this do? Okay. Leans up on the back of the box, aims at the guy who's looking around for Lovelace. Just fire it at him.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me that accuracy. Rifles, if you got it, check.
I don't, but that is with the aim that is 15 to hit.
15 to hit will hit.
So I owe you 3d6 for a rifle?
3d6 plus perception. Yep.
That is 15 damage.
Damn. That guy's going to take a bullet. All of them have been hurt at this point already, so that's good. That's good for you.
Down
guys.
in the snow! No!
He'll take the shot will ring out. All of them will kind of look around like, what the hell was that? And yeah, he's going to go down to like a knee. Like, you draw blood, it sprinkles on the snow. It's a pretty good shot. After you, the bandits are going to go. The 2 that just got bloated up. One of them's going to attempt to shoot Korvac in the back. He's going to say, fuck it.
Cormax.
Sorry. Do I keep calling you Korvac?
Yep.
Cormax.
Core to the max.
Core to the max.
Yeah, Elroy Cormax.
They're scavengers. They can't talk.
Alright, so this one does hit you. 2d6. 9 damage?
That does something. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't.
No, that's 9 is the number. Yeah, no, that breaks even.
Thunk! You'll feel it hit like your skin. You're like, oh shit. You know, like that's pretty rough, but not. It doesn't make it through your armor.
There might be a minor bruise that someone shot you. Okay, that kind of hurts. I don't care, but you know.
Look over my shoulder. Which one of you just shot me? Wait your turn.
The other one's going to run out and look for where the gunshot came from that shot his friend. He's going to do a perception check. Give me what's your stealth check? Do you remember from earlier?
It was 14.
14.
I believe. Correction, 12.
Okay, so he looks around, he sees where you're hiding, and he starts running towards you. He's gonna take cover from you, from being shot, but he does see you. He's gonna post up with his pistol out, but he doesn't have time to shoot you. After that, that was the two little goobers there. The one that took a bullet that's looking for Dr. Lovelace is gonna kind of go and try to hide behind a tree, but they are going to look for you still. So Dr. Lovelace.
So wait, he's in cover now?
He's taking cover, but he doesn't exactly know from where he's trying to take cover. So
Yeah, because we're kind of pincering him, because you're on one side, I'm on the other.
Oh, okay, I was just asking for the cover mechanic. Okay, cool.
yes, he's in cover from Corbinian, but not from you anymore, because he doesn't know who's shooting him. So this is 11, 12, 13... 16 to find you. What was your dex save? Or your stealth check? Do you remember? I'm going to have to scroll up a little bit here.
Yours was a 12, so 14 with the bonus.
14. I got 16. He's hiding from Corbinian because he just took a rifle shot. But then he's like, "Oh, there you are," and he sees you. But he, once again, doesn't have time to act on that information. But all three of you are officially in the combat and spotted now. So, Dr. Lovelace, it is your turn. This guy's looking at you, and he does not have cover from you specifically.
How close is he?
Probably about 15 feet.
And he's not in coverage at all, right?
Not from you, no.
Okay. Can I, for my minor action, I'd like to aim at him, but can I attempt an intimidation check to tell him, like, put your gun down or I'm gonna blow your damn head off, kind of thing?
Of course.
All right.
Go ahead and give me that intimidation if you have it. I'll give you a +2 because he's been shot and you kind of surprise him when he sees you.
I'm safe. No, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, that's strength, and I have nothing in strength, so we'll see how this goes. All right. Is that it?
Oh no, do communication.
Okay, communication. Okay. Well, intimidation is under strength, or
Yeah, but you can mix it.
Oh, that's right.
all right, cool. So I'm gonna do communication.
Oh no, you don't have to re-roll. Just add your new.
So it would be 14
So it'd
plus
be 14.
15 would be 16.
Yeah, it'd be 14.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to make you re-roll.
16 with
really
4
good
stun points.
roll. Yeah, so
All
you
right,
do
sorry.
have the 4 stun points. You do pass, and I rolled 3 1s. So he's going to be like, "Oh shit!" And he'll drop his gun, but you still get those 4 stun points.
Great. Guess that'd be general combat for the most part.
You can do general combat. You can also do social if you wanted to.
Might be. Can we do let's make a deal for general social stunts where somebody owes me a favor because I didn't shoot this guy?
Your action turns out to benefit a character you didn't target who now owes you a favor, however grudgingly. Yeah. So you only spend 3. You spend your other 1.
I won't because that'll increase the churn.
Yep, absolutely. So
I see your trap.
essentially the deal, he puts the gun down and is willing to cooperate now. Like he's not going to try anything with the stunt point. You kind of cement the fact that he's your prisoner. After that, the leader is going to core to the max. He's going to shoot you. You big bastard. You're always doing this shit. Why won't you ever work with us? +4. So, yes, 14 does hit you, I believe. Okay, sweet. 11 damage.
Hey, there we go.
Finally took damage. Good job, guys.
Bullet nicked you, man. A bullet nicked you. So yeah, you lose corresponding amount of fortune. And he'll sort of like be happy that he hurt you. No matter how minor, he's just like, got him. But he doesn't seem none of them are having a good time right now. You guys are kind of kicking their ass. So Cormax, it is your turn. Elroy.
Yeah, the boss. I think the boss has to go still. So I'm gonna smash him one more time with the hammer. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good about this being the last time I smash him with this. Not with that roll. I don't want to spend 3 more fortune. I 100% don't want to spend 3 more fortune right
He
now.
ducks out of the way of your hammer
You might have
below.
to spend it on getting hit, though.
After that, Kalen.
Am I within about 12 meters of like breaking line of sight with the guy who was posting up on me? Like get behind something else to break his line of sight?
You are, yeah, he's within 12?
Yeah, can I move from where I am to go like behind a tree or behind the berm that I snuck out from?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. He's probably within 15. You said meters?
So I'm gonna fire like a
15
shot
units.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire. The intention is to fire off a shot and then use as a major. And then as a minor, I'm gonna move to break his line of sight, so he has to chase me to shoot again.
Okay.
So I'll take a shot at him. Bang! 13 to hit.
13 does hit. No stunty, boys.
14 damage minus whatever his cover helped him with.
Damn. Oh, yeah, he does have cover. Which...
That adds armor or make it harder to hit? It adds armor.
Armor.
It reduces my range attack. It's range attack penalty for me. So I might have
No, it's
missed.
a range attack penalty for him, not for
Oh,
you.
because he's behind cover. I understand.
It's an
that would've
armor
been for me, too.
bonus.
Sorry.
Yeah, they can't be attacked at range and can't make range. So the penalty's for him, but the armor is also for him. So the rating...
So I was supposed to penalize myself earlier, but that's okay.
That's fine. The rating is going to be... We'll say...
Ow.
It's not the best cover. It's a 1. So he'll get a 2 armor bonus. And you did how much?
That would have been 14 damage.
14 damage minus this 2 plus his armor. So, okay. Got it.
So I fired the shot and very quickly start running away through the snow and slide behind a tree.
You'll hear him call out like, "Oh!" Like he definitely got shot. He might be the most hurt one now. So that's fun. After you, there's a guy that is trying to get Cormax from behind still. He's going to, once again, they're just shooting you with pistols. Nine. No, that's not 9. Why can't I do math? 12 plus whatever.
12's a hit.
Yeah. So I get stunt points for the first time in this combat. Get 3 stunty boys. I'm going to... I'll make it simple. Oh, actually, they have favorite stunts. Okay, so favorite stunts cost 1 less, right? Yeah. So that means I can do 2 things, I think. Yes. Cool. So he's going to, with this attack, he's going to Vicious Blow. So it's going to be 3d6. He's doing rifle damage with a pistol. So 10. So you're going to take 1.
Now,
So-
the GM spending fortune does not, or stunt points does not increase the churn.
No. No. Of course not.
For anyone
And,
watching.
and then I'm going to favored stunt lightning attack you. Which will also hit, but it doesn't do the increased damage. 10 again, cool. So he does like ping ping. He gets you like for 2 damage each time. So it's something. They're sort of mosquito biting you a little bit, but it's not quite enough to deter you. Yeah. So that was that guy. The other guy is the one that's behind cover for Corbinian. He has to move in order to. You're just behind cover though, right? Corbinian?
The guy I shot at?
Yeah, you moved behind cover relative to him, right?
Well, I was behind cover initially, and then I moved further away, so that way I got new cover that broke line of sight. So he'd have to move to shoot me again.
Okay.
Like he could bound toward whatever cover I had before, so he could probably see me again.
Yeah, he'll move up on you. He's going to. Yeah, he'll take another shot at you. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a willpower check for this guy real quick.
Because he's pretty hurt. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to stick around anymore. That really damn hurt. I'm almost dead.
Yeah. So with 3 6s, he has the steel reserve of a military veteran. So he's gonna grimly advance on you and try to take you out. He's gonna shoot with his pistol. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 hits me for sure.
14 hits you for sure. Well, he's going to take a range attack penalty because he's also behind cover. So 13. 13 hit you?
13 hits. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, only 2d6 worth of damage. Plus 2. 12 damage! He hits you pretty good, but you do have your cover bonus of 2.
How much was it again? 12?
Yes.
What'd you get? Okay, so I will take 6. Ow!
It's a good shot. It's good. That was a good hit.
Yep.
Now you see what happens when someone that's not Cormax gets shot. It hurts.
Yeah.
After that, the other guy is still your prisoner, Dr. Lovelace. So it is you. He's just standing there, hands up, kicks his gun towards you, the whole 9.
All right, I'd like to grab his gun and subdue him.
He's not gonna put up a fight. Like he's your prisoner. So
Okay.
So minor to move over, major to secure him.
yeah, you'll just tie him up. We'll say you have like a zip tie or something.
What kind of gun did he have?
Just a handgun.
Okay, cool.
A pretty
Alright,
simple
I've got
pistol.
that. I've tied him up. I guess that's going to be my turn, but yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you took the prisoner,
him.
so that kind of makes things easier.
Yeah, he ain't getting away anytime soon. Plus, he owes you a favor.
Yeah, he kind of does owe you one. For not
No,
killing
somebody else in the group owes me a favor from my stunt point. Yeah, or
him. Ooh.
maybe it's the brother I saved.
Oh yeah, it's someone else that you didn't target. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A shot rings out from the leader. He gets you real good, Cormax. Gets you real good. If I can find the stunts again. I didn't roll any, and now I'm rolling lots. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple. because I have 5 stun points. I'm going to lethal blow. So, not rolling too high on that. $14.
Damn.
14 on 46. It's not great. But hey, it's better than nothing. So yeah, you take a little bit of damage. That one actually hurt. He's like, I knew you could bleed, you bastard. And then it is your turn.
I'll drop the sledgehammer and just start beating the shit out of him with my fists.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 with 5 stunty boys.
Okay. Go ahead and let me know what you're doing with those stunty boys. That absolutely hits. You have 5 stunt points. Go ahead and let me know what you're doing. You land a haymaker on this dude that rocks his whole world.
Yeah. Man, there's so many things I could use those stunt points for. Let me throw some damage on him first and then overlook these stunts real quick. It's going to be 7 damage.
Not great.
Is that half or more of his fortune?
No.
Okay. Can't do knockout.
But, I mean, he could do additional stuff. I don't know.
You could do lethal blow with 5.
The extra 2d6.
That's true. I don't want to spend them all though. I don't want to get us more churn if I don't have to. But yeah, the more damage would be nice. Yeah. All right. Cool. Sure. Let me throw the 2d6 on. Let's do that. Let's just go for it. Let's keep it simple. Plus 6 more damage. 13 altogether.
You uppercut this guy, and you hear like teeth crack, and you see blood just spray out of his face. He takes a knee. That hurt. That hurt real bad. You can tell he's like seeing double. He's sort of like woozy. He's hurt. You've landed 2 solid blows on him, and he is hurt.
I am too. I've got bullet holes in me. I'm bleeding. I've been shot multiple times. I'm not looking good at all right now. Honestly,
are you actually running low on fortune?
I'm fucking so hurt right now, bro.
I'm glad I was able to do so. I thought I wasn't going to be able to hurt you.
I've been playing it cool, but I am new. I am almost dead.
Hell yeah. Kaylin, it is your turn.
Is there like a huge slide down or like a huge rock I could possibly sprint up?
Yeah.
Or down?
Yeah, there's some rocks around for sure. That's kind of why they set up here.
I'm gonna guard up and give myself +2 to my defense as my minor. My major, I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna run. I'm clicking everywhere but where I need to go. Wrong one again. I basically run 24 meters, and when climbing up stuff or going across difficult terrain, I don't slow down because I have agility.
As like
so I'm basically
yeah.
Yeah, it's the second level of agility. So I have agility 1. I have expert agility.
Cool.
Sorry, the first half is what makes me ignore. Yeah. Anyway.
So you run real far away and you get up high.
Yeah, basically I'm breaking his line of sight completely, and if he wants to chase me, he'll have to either climb up where I am or go around to get to me.
Alrighty. The one that's in combat with Cormax. Okay, that dice is gone probably forever now. I have a backup. Yep, 15 is going to hit. Oof. For 9 damage, which I believe hits your armor. Yep. Okay. You feel another, like, something hits you in the back. You're like, ah! Like, it's starting to get to you pretty good. You're starting to get
Thank
hurt.
God I requisitioned that medium armor.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're holding up pretty well considering how many times you've been shot, man. It is the other dude that's hunting Kalen. He sees where you go, but he's like, damn, he's so far away. He's going to be like, I can't, it doesn't make sense for him to chase after you. He's going to return to the combat. He's going to post up behind a rock. He's going to get cover. He's going to pull out, he's going to have his gun. He's going to get ready to engage Cormax and Dr. Lovelace here in a minute. But because you guys moved so far away originally, he can't go again.
That was the hope. I was hoping to kite him away from the fight.
Yeah, you kind of wasted this turn of his, so good. Yeah. After that, you have your prisoner, Dr. Lovelace. It is your turn. You're there with your hogtied man.
So I'm hoping this will play off of my earlier social stunt, Let's Make a Deal, which should benefit the character I didn't target and now grudgingly owes me a favor. I'm going to use aim for my minor action and grab the guy by my prisoner by his hair and point the gun at the side of his head. And then I'm going to use prepare to postpone my major action, which will technically, I guess, be a ranged attack to shoot this guy in the head. And I'm going to scream out, if whoever doesn't want this guy to die, put your gun down now.
Give me a communication check. With a +2 for having a hostage, and it's a pretty extreme situation. A 12, it's not terrible. Let's see.
I got the social stunt from before, so.
You did get the social stunt from before, too.
Yeah.
So somebody's guaranteed to care about this guy.
Yes. Pretty much.
And yeah, fortune to spend if you're short.
I don't know what target number was. I'll spend it.
It's a contested roll.
But if he's short, he can spend to cover up the distance.
Yes.
If it's close enough, like because you can only increase one die up to 6.
It looks like I think that it's good enough for them to definitely take notice of what's happening. The leader's gonna back off of Cormax and be like, all right, shit. Like, everyone's hurt. Everyone's like, this got really out of hand. A lot of people everyone's on the cusp of death here. He's going to
blown up.
He's got his gun. He's gonna look at Cormax. He's gonna the other guy that's behind Cormax is gonna kind of back off too.
You shoot me one more time and I'm gonna eat your head, young man.
He doesn't want you to use his head. Yeah,
Is it intimidation check?
This is pretty good. Yeah, you can
I'm just letting him know what's gonna happen, man. It's not even intimidation.
So
It's not a threat; it's information.
the two of them put their guns like not down, but like they hold them up in the air. Like, they're not pointing them at anyone. They kind of make some distance between them and Cormax. The guy behind the rock that has a gun is still like sitting there with his gun like pointed in the general direction. He's sort of like a contingency, I guess, in case things don't go well. All right, let's not fly off the handle here. Some things were said, some things were done, but it looks like everyone's mostly intact. We could probably walk away from this. Huh? It's not too late to turn back. So what do you want?
Cormax, you want to take over a negotiation? The doc is trying to seem cool, but her hands are shaking.
Last time I tried, these strapping young lads started shooting at me. I thought maybe one of y'all would give it a chance. I'm bound to rip their jaw from their head at this rate.
As I hear the fight starting, I could hear some of the shouting. I'm gonna take my rifle and I'm gonna pop all the ammo and dump it onto the ground and just kind of throw the rifle out into the snow. And then I kind of check over my armor a bit and try to throw some snow and try to clean off some of the blood and stuff. And then I'll walk out from cover.
The guy that's behind cover, he's kind of between you and them. He's kind of gonna like lean up against like the side of the rock, and like he's exposed to you, and like he's not pointing his gun at you, but he's just wary of everybody right now.
So is the shooting done, or what?
It can be. I don't know what brought you guys here in the first place, but we can talk.
Boss man in town put us out here to look for stuff. That's it.
Yep. And you stumbled upon us. Well, that's fortuitous. We were waiting on a rendezvous here. You wouldn't know anything about that.
I just heard people were scrounging around, found some builder tech out here. We're just coming out to find if it's out here. Get more of it.
Yep, it's pretty hard to find, but if you can find a good site, there's lots of riches to be had. People pay top dollar for that kind of thing.
So
We don't care about riches.
Well, some of us do. But did you find any? Because, hey, look. We're not Star Helix. We're not a bunch of thumpers, all right? We're not here to kill you. We're here to do a job. Point us in the direction of whatever builder tech you might have found. You walk home, find something else. I'm this shooting really isn't necessary, honestly. We can all just get back to the colony, have a nice night, all right?
Give me a communication check.
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion if you got it.
Can I do the mechanic
Going...
called breather, Jahan? Can I do the game mechanic that's called a breather at this point?
What does that do?
It is on page We get health back basically. You get fortune back.
89, 90.
Thank you, Corbinian. After an encounter, characters get a breather, a moment to recoup. When they do so, they regain 1d6 plus con plus level fortune.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are taking your breather now.
Okay, so everyone could get some fortune if they've lost any. That's a great time to get fortune.
How fortunate.
6, 7, 8, 9. So, actually, that's really good for me. I am. Wait, what? How does that? That is not how math works. What? That is not 5, because that's not how 5 and 5 and 3 is 13 plus 1 is 14.
Math's hard, man. I get it.
I don't know what the dice rollers talk. It's like, you rolled a 5. No, I did not.
Oh, you're talking about your roll? Yeah, I don't understand that either. That's weird. It says you got a 5, and I was like...
So does 13 hit it? Sorry, 14 hit it.
14. 14's pretty good. I'm going to give you a bonus because of, once again, the situation is definitely heavily in your favor. And between all the social stuff that Dr. Lovelace has been doing and the hostage, it's all kind of coming up your team here. All right, I'll tell you, but we all get to walk out of here, right? He just wants assurances.
Hey, I'm just here to help them get to where they're going. That's all I care about. I want nothing to do with all this shooting nonsense.
All right.
Dr. Lovelace shakily moves away the gun down, but still like holding on to the guy's hair.
I pick 2 or 3 bullets out of myself and drop them on the ground, and you're not sure if that's good or bad for them.
I'm going to spend my 4 of my stump points to the membership reputation set, Oozing Confidence. So gain a temporary reputation, honorific, or rank of membership for the rest of the session, or until you fail a test relevant to the influence. basically, I help any scavenger. I'm everybody's fitness guy. So it's like,
You gain some scavenger rep.
I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to calm everything down. We're chill. I'm chill. We're good.
And that puts the churn at 4.
You're welcome.
Shit. Thank you. Yeah, so go ahead and mark on your character sheet somewhere like +1 scavenger rep, and you can just remind me of that anytime you need to. But yeah, he'll reach into his coat, nice and slow. He'll like be looking like it's okay, and he'll pull out a map.
I'll take.
He'll hand it to you. This is where we found those artifacts. We weren't actually able to find the site, but we think it's near there.
All right.
Okay.
I look at you two. I'm good if you two are good. Honestly.
Dr. Lovelace looks at her hand terminal and flips like some, a currency exchange over to them. That payment for the information.
They'll nod, be like, okay, thanks. They'll kind of appreciate it.
Just trying to keep our reputation up.
Kaylin, I ain't never been better.
Then we're all good.
All right.
Hey, was that guy there was another guy running out in the forest. Was that one of your guys or what? Some guy with a rifle?
I thought he was with you.
Huh. Okay. That's not creepy or anything.
Wait, wasn't that was you though, right?
Oh, it's totally me.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that like we're not confused here. All right, cool.
No.
They'll kind of look at each other. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Like, we should get out of here. And like they'll gather up. They'll cut the guy's bond that you had hostage. And they'll back out of the camp and leave.
Oh, well, I think we can head back to the camp. Oh, I think one of those bullets caught me. Damn.
You'll hear.
Oh yeah.
Jacket.
You'll hear an engine start up somewhere off, and like they'll drive off. They had a truck out here.
You both all right? Sorry, I wasn't much help with all that.
Yeah, Kaylin, you think maybe a bullet caught you? It's unfortunate. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
He looks all fucked up.
Well, he looks all fucked up anyway. It doesn't help
I
me
just
at all.
spit out blood. I, like for a second, pull my mask down, and you guys see that I have long, unruly hair and a long, unkempt beard. You have no idea how long it's been since I used modern showers, and just spit out blood and maybe some teeth and put my mask back up.
We should get back to camp and get you looked at. That's probably not good.
He's fine. Move on.
I feel great, Doc.
Such a dick.
I
Well, you know where
injected
this-
him with some healing. I injected him with healing nanites during our breather.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Sorry, I was a little focused with all the people with guns. Freaking people. You know where the hell this is? I can read the map, but it's not anywhere I've run to.
No, it's not particularly close to here either.
Let me take
I mean,
a look.
that
at
mountain there, I've climbed once, but like that's the furthest north I've ever been.
Are there any scav landmarks on this map that I might know? Is there a role I
you
can
can
make?
kind of tell the general area. The role will come when you're trying to physically get there.
Okay.
But you do, like, just because of who you are, you do vaguely know.
What cardinal
Far
direction
enough
I
to need
go?
the truck.
It's like northeast.
Yeah, and we're gonna need the truck, right? Take it.
Probably going to need the truck for
Yep.
this, yeah.
Okay. So let's head back to the truck. Then.
But now you know where to set your expedition, too. So you got your information. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really starting to think I should have brought a gun or something.
Go ahead and give me that intelligence navigation check, Cormax.
I rolled a 10 ski, a little tenner.
A 10, and you're heading back to where you came from. So it's not a new location. It's not the best roll, but it's not a fail. So you will head on back, trudging through the snow. We'll say it takes you a couple hours. Everyone give me another Constitution save. This one's going to be a little tougher.
Oof.
It gets cold in the dark.
Is a 9 gonna cut it?
No, you guys are freezing.
Yeah, if a 9's not good, is an 8 good?
No, neither of you pass. Neither of you pass.
Oh, I owe you a cons check. Sorry.
No, you don't have to roll. You're fine.
Here you go.
Told you.
5 stunt points. If you want to use those in exploration stunts, let me know.
How much fortune do I lose?
Let me check something, and I might give you a condition. Let's see if there's a good condition to give you guys. I feel like that's more fun. More fun.
Exhausted?
Exhausted does work. Let's see. Oh yeah, so fatigue, free falling, helpless, hindered, injured, deafened, dying, exhausted. Exhausted, the character is severely fatigued. Fatigued, the character is tired and cannot take. Okay. So it goes fatigued into exhausted, so you guys are both fatigued. The character is tired and cannot take the charge or run actions. A fatigued character who receives an additional fatigued condition becomes exhausted. So this is just, it's not that bad yet, but it is tier 1 leading to exhaustion. You'll get back to camp fatigued but not exhausted. The people you left, Ruben and Damien, will, you'll see that they have a fire going. They look to be, you don't see either of them at the camp, but there is a fire going. You think Damon's in his tent. You do not see Ruben. But your camp is there. You don't see like signs of struggle or anything. It's not like an ominous thing. You just assume he's scouting like he said he was going to. But there is food available. You guys take your rest and prepare for the next stage of this expedition. I think that's a good place for us to stop for tonight.
You may lose fatigued after resting?
I don't actually know. I'm going to look into it. I'll let you know after you guys sleep. I'm going to figure it out.
We might not get to sleep the whole night.
I'm a little rusty on these rules. So, but we played a lot of it. It's just all the age games have like slight differences, so it's like
they're just different enough.
Different enough for me to be thrown a little. But yeah, so hey everyone, I hope my players had fun. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. This has been the Expanse from Green Ronin Publishing. Green Ronin Publishing, they got a lot of great games, and if you want to check any of them out, go ahead and check out greenroninstore.com. Use code FRESHOUTTHEBOX at checkout to get 5% off. Help the channel out at the same time. I have been the Board Game Guru, Game Master Extraordinaire, Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and also every other web show that you watch and enjoy. I am a figment of your imagination. I'm your best friend, your sworn nemesis, and your enemy until the day that we die. Thank you guys so much for supporting us here at Fresh Out the Box. Thank you for using the code at the Green Ronin store. You guys are awesome. We are awesome. Like us, follow us, and catch us on the next thing, doing the other thing. I love you. Mwah, I give you a kiss. Bye-bye.
I've been Captain Tremaine.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can follow me at over at Corbinian at Blue Sky, and you can also follow me here on Twitch on Corbinian as I do a variety of tabletop games like War Stories, a Year Zero game, and some Fabula Ultima, some Japanese RPGs type TTRPG, and some Star Trek adventures that I play in and don't GM. So if you want to see what's happening, see me there, and hope to see you at another place another time.
Hell yeah, everybody. Thanks for watching. Stay fresh.